Áudio é foda, né?
Alright, in this video, we're doing some upgrades to the truck, changing out the radio. This one what I'm going with, you know what I'm saying? I got off Amazon, you can get off eBay. That'd be like the serial number you put in. So, not only as we changing out the radio to this beauty right here, also going to put an HDMI cord on here and gonna do a reverse camera. So y'all gonna see me put this work in. But the RCA, you gotta get that on. I already had this come off another radio. Made compatible to HDMI, which can't remember what that end is. But we putting that in. Camera, a little cheap one, I always gonna upgrade. You know what I mean? Just a little something to put on there for the time being. Not sure where I want to start at. I want to say I'm gonna start on the running this camera, and then I'm gonna work my way, or maybe I'll start the radio. So this monitor screen here is 10.6 inches. That's a nice little size, right? It's kind of like a tablet. Versus, you know, we gonna take that out. I'm always keep my radios though, but that was a little dual, and y'all gonna see the whole process. Take the whole dash, take the dash off, and get to work. On these Chevys, you know, the panels, you can just pluck them up from the side, work your way all the way from the side to the middle, and underneath here. So when you get ready to take this plastic panel off, make sure you keep your feet on the brake when you do this process right here. Make sure you put, you know, the gear all the way down. Yeah. Bring it all the way down. Try not to break none of your clips. Definitely won't break none of them. Make sure you have you some sockets, a ratchet. This 1/4 ratchet always good. 7mm socket. Always refer to your manual book if needed, as you see in this clip, and also your wire harness that you also see in this clip too when I'm showing in this video as I'm pointing to. So I'm showing the monitor with the plastic on, and I'm gonna remove that and give you a visual of how it looks. And I'm also going to show you the two clip buttons from left to right that you got to push in to remove the face panel. You only remove this when installing or uninstalling the radio for application. It's not a faceplate that you can continue to take off and on. You know, check your manual book again once you already seen the display. And as I'm showing the features of the radio. And this video is the two clamps, and then, you know, once you snap them from left to right, you pull up the monitor. And looking at the back of the radio. So as you see here, I'm taking off the brackets from the old radio, and I'm gonna install them to the new radio. So just remove that and put them on the newer one. As you see, I took the old brackets off the old and put them on the new, showing you how it looks. So you can always go back with that. So in this clip, I'm showing you the setup for the RCA AVA cable, the back of the radio, what it look like, which you can be compatible with HDMI, what plugs go into what with this radio application. And then I'm also showing you what the other ones as far as the reverse camera and you in the subwoofers with the front, the right, or they got also where you have the one where you can just put strictly into the amp with a splitter. Works just as good. And then I'm also showing you what connection part goes to the back of the reverse camera, as shown here. And again, go look to your manual book and show you this. I'm kind of gonna skip this. In the video, I cut out a lot due to the fact that I wasn't able to get my camera to work. Color code set up different, but just stay tuned and just work with me on it. Oh, yo, also remove the 2 screws out the top of that radio, so therefore you'll have a DVD player. And right here, I'm just showing you removing the old wires harness. Another thing, keep in mind, guys. If you already have a previous amp or going with an amp, you do not need to hook up the speaker wire harness to the radio, because you're going strictly from the amp to the speakers. And you're going to be using your RCA in the back of the radio that gives it a signal to play the amp. So you don't really have to go with the wire harness. And you also see me going with the setup of the You also see me going with the aftermarket wire harness, so therefore you don't have to cut the factory harness connected. I already have one with it, so I just reconnect all them wires with the power ignition cable. As you can see, it's color coded. You really can't go too much loss of that as you showing what I'm showing you in the video. And what I did here, I wasted time by hooking the radio wire harness and everything up the next previous day. I'm showing the HDMI cord I run. Okay, so pros and cons with this application with this radio. As you can tell, I mean, it can tilt vertical, up, down, and slide up and slide down. Slide down so therefore you can get to the DVD player. You got DVD player, auxiliary, then Jackson Brothers DVD player, SD card, a power port right there, and you have a USB behind the panel. And when let me see, when you get ready to take it off to do the installing, screen, it's 2 buttons. It's a button here to the side. It's not for detachable. Look at your manual book. You'll push them both. You'll push them both in together and just move the screen. You only use that when you taking the faceplate off to install it or uninstall it. Clearance, as you can tell with the gear shift right here, I had to push the tilt to the side in a stationary position. You can't just leave because the gear, you know what I'm saying, to be in the way of the screen. So it's just like, if you cool with just like you watching, then that's fine. But like once you have it in gear, like you driving, like you put in a regular position, you can also lift up, you can also bring down like it's in slight down. I don't have it on because I killed the battery to my truck trying to adjust my amps, which I shouldn't have to do because all I did was change out the radio. Went from the radio that you seen previous into the radio I have now in. Also, when making clearance to put the panel back on, the face panel of the dash, you'll have to, let me see, you'll have to push down. Okay, yeah. Make sure you have the gear completely down to your feet on the brake, so therefore you can put the panel on, and that's the way how you take it off as well too. So this gotta always be down. Just bring it all the way to the lowest level. But once you get ready to do, make sure you go in an angle. Don't put the face panel that goes with it because it won't fit the gear to go completely in. You'll have to Now I can't see from the angle. You have to press down a little bit and then push in, like kind of do it from the bottom to slide. And I didn't show it. And I'm gonna also be honest with y'all. I feel defeated, like I got whooped bad, for the simple fact that I've been installing radios, doing amps. I'm not top elite. I feel like I'm about 80%, you know what I'm saying, on point when it comes to definitely installing radios, putting in amps, doing double amps, learn how to do that with the split wire. We're doing some troubleshooting. I know I'm bouncing. Even with doing the reverse camera. I done did 3 reverse cameras, and this is the 3rd one on my vehicle due to y'all seen when I cut the wire. It like it wanted to pick up a signal, then it didn't do. I don't know what that was about, so it didn't work. The reason I ended up cutting because on the truck, the room that I would have had, going into the back bin of the truck, like the tailgate, into one of the corner walls, like it was going up. So I was taking away the actual felt too much over explaining. Some of the stuff is kind of like combo. Same thing over explained, so I just kind of time lapse and just forward it. Probably should just cut out this scene right here. But I try to be very transparent and honest to everything that I do, what can probably be helpful, pros and cons. But I was wrong about the Apple CarPlay and the Android Play. You have to hook the USB up to the wire that was given for you to see that feature on your monitor. I ain't know that at first. So here I had the sizes because the music don't want to get copyrighted, or YouTube would flag you. So I'm gonna start going through some of the features with the CarPlay, cause that's what I had Android, or it'd be the same with Apple CarPlay. And I was able to get the radio to come on, cranking my battery up. So just watch. Yeah. You got the radio. I know it got a little glare. Clock, USB, beat, Bluetooth, disc for CD or DVD. Bluetooth, the AVN, which I tell you that's how it's gonna look. Let's see. Then you slide over. Got the settings, front camera, SD. But I play all my music majority of the time download an SD card or USB. I do both, and then you got back to the menu. Turn that off, man. I don't want to get copyright. Where the home screen, man? Oh, this is the home screen. I'm tweaking. Down here you got the modes where you can switch between SD, auxiliary, Bluetooth, all that. Mash this button and take it back to the radio. It got the list, all the songs that you got download, support files, no files, play back the music. You got next page. You got an EQ. Where you can adjust from the fade from front to back. You can see where your problem at, from which side, to left to right. Got the EQ. You can go from customized, standard, soft, pop. Yeah. And then you can reset. You reset all that if you already did your EQ custom. And, of course you got your clock. I know this ain't the best tutorial video. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me see. Come back out of that. And you got the invalid operation. I guess that'd be speaker if that was connected. If I had a mic, which I don't have, and it ain't come with my application. Then you can hit this button to mute, push it one time to mute, turn off, also by holding this button right here as well. And what other modes? You got your settings, no time, sound, go to no features, disc, general, wallpaper. You can change the wallpaper. I don't know if you could download one on there. There ain't much to this feature. I ain't gonna hold it. Ain't a whole lot. Hey man, ABA kind of messed me up though. Dang, I was trying to. I can't believe I ain't got the CarPlay, man. Cause you see on this book, see what it say: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Everything worked. You have to plug the USB cable to your phone, your charging cable into the USB, so therefore you can pull up the Android or Apple CarPlay. As you can tell right here, these all the features: maps, game snack calendar message, new phone reminder. I sure would YT music, and then it'll usually be in this mode. You know, with your Google or your Apple. You just plug it into the USB. That becomes with the radio. That was the reason why I couldn't see it at first. So when you want to come out of this, let me see. Click on that. Exit. Then you'll come back to the future. Now you'll see it on your screen. Or that'd be Apple Car. So it's pretty snake. Only thing I got a problem now is trying to figure out my GPS. Figure out my reverse camera.